Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee. And you know what? It's pizza day today. And I'm going to make a huge batch of pizza. I'm probably going to wind up doing 16 pizza balls. Exactly. That is what it will be out of here, 16 dough balls. But I'm bringing you along with me. And of course, I will write I will write in the description box the recipe for this huge batch, because you can freeze pizza dough and it freezes beautifully. I will also put the recipe for just a single batch, which would make like 4 dough balls. But let's get busy because we got pizza today and I'm going to take you along with me, friends. You're going to see the dough. You're going to see us roll. I'm going to show you how to roll the dough. Then we're going to go out to the outdoor kitchen and you'll see how we make the pizzas, my friends and I. And you'll see them cooking in the oven. So it's just a day of pizza and I'm bringing you with me. And if there's any of you that live near me, come on a Saturday and have pizza with us. We have a ball. Okay, let's start. All right, I can rip this one off the top of my head because I make it every single week. But that's not what I need. I need 1/4 cup. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of yeast, 4 tablespoons. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of sugar. You can also do a 1/4 cup of honey. You know, you can replace it with the honey. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Let me move this aside. We're going to do, I need 1.25 cups of milk powder. So I just do 5 of these little 1/4 cups because my big cup doesn't fit in here. This is the secret. Now listen, friends. I spent 2 years trying to figure out a good pizza dough that, you know, for a wood-fired oven. Just all around a good pizza dough. And for some reason, it was always just a little on the tough side. I even tried my secret cornstarch and it didn't do anything. So one day I thought, you know what? I'm going to add some milk powder to it just to see what that does. And bingo, I nailed it, friends, after 2 years. So this is a beautiful recipe and I'd be happy to share it. We're going to do 8 cups of water in this big old mixing bowl. All right. Now, we're going to give that a mix. Just give it a nice mix just to get that yeast dissolved and that milk powder dissolved. And you can see that in there. It just looks like milk. All right, we're going to leave that set for just a few minutes because I got to make sure that this yeast is alive. And it's just a habit of mine, friends. I never put my yeast in my flour. I know a lot of people do, and that's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But for me personally, I want to make sure my yeast is alive because I got 20 cups of flour here. I don't want to waste that on dead yeast. That would be an awful lot of fry bread to make for my market stand. So we're just going to leave that set for just about 5 minutes, and then we'll finish this recipe. Okay, friends. You probably can't see it too well, but it's frothy. So the yeast is lively and ready to go. So to this, I'm using olive oil too. I think it just gives your dough just so much of a better flavor. I'm going to use an entire cup in this batch. It seems like a lot, but we got a lot of dough. We're going to be up to our elbows in dough, and we're going to be loving it. Okay. Now, to this, maybe I'm going to, let's see, what can I use that will speed this process up? I got to get all this in here. I usually just take it out to my sun porch And I've got a 4-cup measuring cup out there in my bread flour. Oh, by the way, I'm using bread flour for this. It just works better. You can use all-purpose flour. But anyway, I usually take this out to my sun porch and measure it right out there and then carry it back in. But I wanted you to see all this without having to, you know, drag you through my house. So we're just going to get this in here. And this is 20 cups of flour. Okay. There we go. We're getting it. Beautiful. Now, we're going to do 2 nice hefty tablespoons of salt. Don't forget your salt, friends. If you forget your salt, throw it in there when it's mixing because it will still mix in. But if you forget your salt, it's going to really be tasteless. Okay, friends. Now, I'm going to put this away. I'm going to meet you in my pantry. I'm going to take this in there first, and then I'll bring you in there because there's been a few of you that have said, that email and asked me what kind of mixer goes with this big bowl. I'll show you, and we'll see this mixing up. Oh, it's heavy. Okay, friends. It just, it leans on there. There's a nub on a nipple on this end and a hole on that end. You just get it in there, set it up, and lock it in place. This is a 15-quart Vivor mixer. I love it. It really does a good job for me. All right, now I got to lift it up. Oh, my husband's got to shim that up again. It's probably going to start moving around. Anyway, we're just going to start it on the low setting. After I plug it in, I got a setting on this. You can't see it on this side, and there's really no way I can show you this side. But I got it for using the different paddles and whisks that go in here. And this setting I've got it on is for the dough hook. Okay? And it mixes it beautifully. And if you open the guard on it, it shuts off. Plus, you've got a big red button. I'm trying to hold it because, look, it goes. He's got to shim it. It fell out of there. This thing moves all over the floor. I really need something a little more stable for it, but it's all right. It works for now. Let me see if I can't bring you in here so you can see this mixing up. And I'll lean on it. And that, friends, is just going to continue to mix. Now that it's all incorporated, I'm going to let it mix and knead for no more than 15 minutes, but no less than 12. So I'll see you back here in about 15 minutes. Look at all that dough. Woo! We got a lot. And I got my bags because I put mine in bags. And I've got more ties in here, and that's what I'm coming after. I don't reuse the bags, but I reuse the little ties. Okay. This is enormous. And we're going to get this out of here. And this is some beautiful, soft, this is gorgeous dough, friends. Wait till you see all of it. And then we got to roll it in balls. This will make 16 large pizzas. And we'll use every bit of it. All right. Look at how soft and beautiful that is. I just want it in a nice ball because I'm going to divide it. Okay. I need my bigger one. All right, I'm going to divide this in half. And I don't think I quite made that. Okay, I think we got it. We're just going to get this into a ball. This is so fun to work with. But I just bring it down to a size that you can work with. Okay, there's one ball. And when you bring it down to the size, that's when you get all the air out of it. And everything looking good on there. Okay, I just eyeball it. Some are bigger, some are smaller. Each one of these balls we need to put into eight pieces. So there's one ball. I do it in balls. There's two. There's three. And there's four. All right, so you can't see those. We're going to divide these each into 4 pieces. And some of my balls are bigger than the others, but that's all right. Now, all I do with this, I'll show you an easy way to roll it because I take mine and I just roll. I just roll it. Okay? Beautiful. All right, now what I do, when you get all your dough balls rolled, I take mine and I roll it in a little semolina flour. Just roll it around in that beautiful semolina flour. And I put it in my bag. I have to allow a lot of room for expansion because I don't want it to blow through my bags because I'll be making all these pizzas today. But when you do this, I'll show you. You're not going to allow for too much expansion because you're going to freeze yours. Okay? You can wrap them in plastic wrap too if you want. And if you don't have semolina flour, you can just roll them in a little bit of flour. You're going to roll yours and you're going to have about yay much. How do you like that? You're going to have about that much room in your plastic. So you want yours to be for your freezer. Mine just go in that box. Okay? Here we go. We're just going to roll these up. That's a pretty big one right there. We're going to take a little off that one. That one's a little bit big. All right, there we go. Okay, we got those. This is so fun. I love working with dough, friends. I usually just roll mine. And I taught my daughter Susie how to do this. And she's like, she's trying to roll it and trying to roll it. And she says, all of a sudden, she says, oh, I got the groove going. It's easy. Just roll it. Just put it in your fingers and let one set guide and the other roll. And then you have, it's nice. And I don't need flour on my board because it's not sticking. It's beautiful. See how gorgeous that turns out? Love it. Beautiful. I just roll it. You can even roll it like so on your counter. All right. We're going to bag these ones up. Yep, we got 6 of them here. I usually roll them all first, but I want to show you, so. And I just toss them in there. Just toss it around that semolina flour. If you don't have semolina flour, some people use regular flour, some people use cornmeal. I find the semolina flour, and you can find it, works the best. No, we're not doing that, because that will bust open. Now these do go in my outdoor refrigerator, and you'll see my new one, friends. We got a new outdoor refrigerator that fits beautifully underneath our island. So we took all the shelving out of there. He modified that so it would fit that refrigerator, and it's going to make cooking out there and baking out there and making pizzas out there so much easier. We're going to have a fun day today, friends. You're going to see it all. The only thing is you're not going to hear other than just music, because there are friends of mine who, you know, they don't mind being seen on the camera, but they don't want you to hear what they're talking about, you know, so we got to respect that. So you'll see what's going on. You'll see our interaction, but you'll hear some nice, calm music. And we'll have fun. All right. We got the other 8 to do. Boy, these are big yet. All right. I cut that one out, kitty wampus. Okay. Last one. The other day when we did bread for our community center for our Heritage Days, I did 32 of these dough balls, and we used every one of them. They had a lot of bread, and everybody loved it, so it was good. All right, we'll get these all bagged up. Okay. And then we'll be heading out to the kitchen. I got a few things out there that I have to get ready for the pizza. And then I can also show you our new fridge. And you're going to love it. I'm keeping my little one in there because I use that for my mocha supplies, and the big jars, like my big glass gallon jars for some of my pizza supplies go in there. So we decided to just keep it out there. And it was raining this morning, but usually when it rains, if it doesn't rain too hard, it's okay for doing pizza out there. But if it's like pouring down rain or raining sideways, everything just gets too wet. And that poor pizza just sticks to everything, even the inside of the oven. So we don't usually do pizza when it's raining, but it just spewed out a little bit this morning, and now it's fine. And there's anticipated no rain for the rest of the day, so we'll be good. And that little bit of semolina flour on here stops it from sticking into the bag. Comes right out. All right. So it doesn't take too long. You've been with me the whole time. And I'm sure some of you are wondering why I showed you all of this, but I'm bringing you with me today. And this is my morning. And it's going to be 82 degrees today, so it's not going to be too hot. But we'll definitely enjoy a iced mocha today. All right, friends. These are going to go out into my outdoor fridge. These will be wonderful. See, they got a lot of room to move because there's a lot of air in the bag, so they're not going to smash each other. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit my microphone. Anyway, so if you're going to freeze these, just put them in a bag like this. You don't need to allow that much expansion, probably yay. Or else wrap your dough balls in plastic wrap and put them, on your tray to flash freeze them, and then you can store them in your Ziploc bags. Okay, friends, I'll see you out in the kitchen. We got work to do. Okay, friends, there's the refrigerator, all stocked. See where it is under the island? It's all stocked and ready for pizza. And those doors all slide. And my tub, see where it's not there? I can't put it in there and film at the same time. But my dough balls, the tub will fit, the whole thing fits right up in there, right above that red lid on that shelf. But this is beautiful, friends. And right up here, there's the little thermostat for it, so we don't have to get on the floor and look at it. My husband's got it set up so we can just look up there. And the other piece of it is right down there in the edge. But that's it. That's our little fridge. And our island and the rest of the kitchen. So we are going to, I got to cut stuff up and get things ready for the pizza, for making the pizzas. So I got a lot of things to do. So I just wanted to show you that fridge real quick. Now I got to go and put all my dough balls in there and get busy making pizza.